Hey guys, Susanna here. Well, it's been a little while since I've done my story in textiles. So I had a Tuesday spare because I finished the cross stitch, and so this is the last Tuesday of February. And what am I doing on? I think this coming Saturday I've got a new project that I'm doing, a collaboration with Corinne. So I'm going to do my the Journal of Stitchery on the Friday. So in the month of March, you actually get 3 videos per week. So I just thought I have got a bit of a Tuesday to do, and I thought I really, because I've got quite a bit of stuff to do in the background. I'm like, what can I do in the meantime? And I forgot that I had this. So I'll just take this off. This was a pair of gloves that my mum wore to my wedding, and that had been left to me. So I'm just trying to arrange. I'll put that over there. So I'll show you what I've done. It's been a little while. You probably go, oh, that's right, that's this book. So so that's my parents. This is where my journey started, and then that's when I was born. And I've got a little envelope and paper that I want to put in here, and sort of like write up a little bit of, the story about where I was born and all that kind of stuff. And then this is when we were in Werribee, which is 1971, when we come to Australia and then moved to our new house in Werribee. That's how old I was. Jessie Chorley. I like to do a photo and then like a slow stitch. So I just thought that was appropriate because these were 2 dresses, and that's my story. And now we're up to that, and I've got a few bits and pieces here, but that's going to come a little bit later. So that page, these pages will fit on there. So I'll put them aside. So I'm sort of doing the 2 at once just to get a bit of a layout. And I got this, and I thought, when am I ever going to use something like this if not in a wedding thing? And this is an old hanky. Where is it? Yeah, cut the rest of it out. I thought, it just sort of looks nice. Back in the day they had hankies, and then a little butterfly, and love hearts. I've got 2 little like connected rings with birds on them, which I may put there because that was on my my cake. But since moving into this room, I haven't been able to find it, and that's going to go there. And I've got this, and then often the beads come out, so I'll have to put that back in. So what we are going to do, there's rolling off the edge there, put that there, is proceed to work on this one. I might, so this is me on my wedding day. I was only 19 and my husband was 21. We were babies. I might cut off the corners. I cut it off in the same shape as that. I got this because it's like a little church, and then here I'm going to put the date. See, I better try and line it up. I just thought that was, just look cute with that. A bit of the colour. That's why I've got that in there to sort of balance that out. Hopefully you can see that. Yep. So, and then this was hanging around. You can just see it, that little thing there was hanging around my arm. So I thought that would be good for here. But I thought I don't want to. And then this part here, don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might tie a knot and maybe have it going around here. So I need to see I don't know whether I do 1 or 2. Maybe I should do 3 here and 1 there. Yep. And the butterfly, I think by the time I stitch it, and these were the little flowers left in the on the side of the butterfly. I actually got this piece from Sarah when we did the collaboration. So, and I think I've used 1 butterfly, but it had 3 butterflies in there. It's really sweet. Now, so I need to get the pen, and whether I do it on a slant or just tenth. December. Okay. 1988. There you go. If you're good at math, you can figure out my age. Maybe do of. Okay. So, probably embroider a little heart here. I think that'd be cute. There we go. Okay. Now, so might put something in there. The photos are really quite rubbery. So I've got yeah, it's because it's done on that Xeroxed thing. Don't know whether I could probably always make a bow out of that and then put, you know, like that there to do the edge. So what I might do is pin everything down, or even glue everything down. Just needed that little corner. You don't see that, so it's all good. There we go. This will be stitched down on that part. I've already got it pinned here. So, and then I'll come around and do a little bit of stitching. Okay. So that'd be quite pretty. Definitely a chunky book. I may not end up putting those things on there because it might be a bit chunky, but it's quite thick, so I'm sure it'll have be able to fit it quite like that. Okay, now here's my little stash of bits and pieces that I've got for it. So I'll put that away up there. Well, at least I've still got 1 glove left, and move that over there, and then we're going to try and do some colours. Okay, that there. I've got this. And that's going to go there. I'm just wondering, do I stitch that? Can't really see the tulle where you are, but there's a little bit of tulle in there. I think I'll just stitch it down on the top, going down there like that, and then maybe coming through. So I'm just wondering what colour I use. I quite like that sort of creamy colour. That's quite nice. Let's have a look. Like that. Or do I go lighter to try and tie that in with it? These are both quite nice. And then we've got some, do you like the greens? I wonder if I can match up a green. That would be nice for down there. Well, I think that'll be it for now. I think I might put that there and then do that there. Okay. And then I've got this, which I will use to stitch these down, I think. So get that ready, and here's another pin. Not too big. There we go. There's me one that I want. Might have a long one because it's going to need to go through there. Yeah, it's quite cute. I thought, oh, that's perfect for the wedding, because that is the church. So I quite like that. You probably won't see a lot of it, but I've still got to sew it down. Okay. Thimble. Okay. I might start here actually. Always like, and then just do a running stitch. Colours it in a little bit, and then and hold it down at the same time. So how are we all doing? Wondering if I should zoom it in a bit. Probably a tad. There we go. Yeah, nice to do something a little bit different. I was actually wondering, what am I going to do? Because I've got the collaboration thing that I'm going to need to be working on, and I've done 4 videos. We pre-recorded it, actually pre-recorded some of the video last year. So I'll be probably watching it with you guys, because I can't remember some of the stuff I did. So the project that we're doing is still, it's quite time consuming. So and Corinne, with all her 4 down the garden paths, when she was doing it, and I'm like, you're not going to have time to finish off your piece. She's funny. But gotten to, I think we've got pre-record, both of us have pre-recorded until the end of March, and then I don't think, because it's an Easter project, I don't think Easter is until maybe 7th of April or something along the lines of that. So I've probably got another two lots of videos to do, and then I'll be finished. So it is very, very lovely. So yes, we have all these grandiose plans last year, and not knowing that we're going to have, that was it before I think I started sewing my vintage sewing stuff, so I knew I was going to do that, but we didn't know about the down the garden path, which I'm loving. So it's looking good. I mean, I'm having enough trouble finishing one, but I suppose she's just doing elements, so you know, it's not in her pieces. I think the biggest one is the French one, and the rest are sort of like, you know, hanging pots and all that kind of stuff. So I suppose you can do it. It's quite nice. This is my hand dyed, eco dyed, I think. You won't see this part that I'm stitching now, but that's okay. It still needs to be held down. And this next part is going to have some lace over the top of it, so we won't see that either. So like I said, it just needs to be held down. So, but the top and the side we will see. So maybe I should do something a little fancier. I don't know. So here I'll just do a running stitch. Feels. There we go. Quite thick fabric. And just do a quick running stitch because we're going to have that little bit of lace over the top. Sometimes you just have I had this piece and I thought, I wonder what, you know, you knew it would fit somewhere. So I thought, oh, that's perfect for that. So now along the top, I'm just thinking, what kind of stitch do we do? What if I do a whip chain stitch? I think that might be a good idea. So I'll do a chain stitch and then I'll come back with a contrasting colour and sort of give it like a little bit of a border. That might be nice. But no point for that part because we don't need it. Here. Okay. Now, okay, we're going to do, actually I make sure I don't have it too high because I'm going to be having to have a small running stitch all the way around to actually hold it, and then, you know, stitches. Okay, so okay. Once you get into the thing of a whip chain stitch, it becomes pretty quick. Okay. Maybe I should do trusting myself to go straight. She says with bated breath. Okay. It's not long now. I can't believe it. This is the last day of February and I'm going to be travelling on the 31st, no, the 30th of April. So only a couple of months. It's come around pretty fast. You've got to be careful. I thought I don't want to wish my life away. Enjoy the time. Yes, I'm excited about going, but I don't want to be, you know, wanting it to go too quickly. Yeah, enjoy, live in the moment. Also, just a reminder, I've still got the virtual retreat kits, and I'm being able to send them to the people, which is good. So hopefully That's in like not just the kits but also the videos. So many pretty kits on the website, and they are so much nicer in real life than they are in the pictures, even though the pictures are pretty good, but they always look nicer in real life. So I might take that off, put this one over there as well. It's quite nice actually, this colour. I like this little setup. I often look at some of the stuff that Corinne does, and she uses a lot of lace and pretty stuff like that, and I'm like, this is where I'm utilising a lot of lace and pretties, because it's a story in textiles, and I thought, yeah, I really sort of wanted to do it, use up doilies and all the nice stuff that I really like. Things that have been given to me, nice stuff I found. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I like these. I got these recently. I think I got them in a box or something. I showed it in a recent haul, but I can't remember. It was a box of goodies and it had them in there. So okay, now we're going to go there and then try and go around the corner. Okay, how do we do that? I think I might just finish it off and then go that way. Probably the easiest way. Okay, now we just got to pick a contrasting colour, but I might do that later. So with the stitch, you just sort of weave it, and you start here and you weave another thing in it, which is really nice. Okay, no, best doing it that way. Okay, this is one of the stitches I used when I made my tablecloth as a border thing. It just looks so good. It almost looks like a braided edging. I seem to be going straight, not too bad. I know this is a little boring for you guys, but I'll keep stitching until I've got no more thread left, which is not that far off. Yes, yeah, sometimes you forget about little projects. I've still got my hexagon quilt as you go thing as well. Just little projects that I'm sort of doing, which gap fillers for something I'm enjoying doing, but they're gap fillers for the channel. I'll finish that off later. Okay, now, oh, that looks nice. I wonder what colour I might put in between. We'll see. So I'm going to, I think I'm just going to do a running stitch with that. Go down there to there. I will hold it down. Okay. I'm doing it in a bit of a lighter colour. Yeah, sometimes you just find the perfect doily. Probably do that in a dark brown. I think I've done a lot of my other ones in a darker brown colour. Yeah, the stitching, that'd be nice in that. I've made good use out of these doilies. My friend Jeanette gave them to me, so got one in here, and I think I've used one in the Journal of Stitchery. I think she gave me a whole set, like a little Duchess set. So I might catch it from here. There we go. And just do a very quick middle running stitch, because it's had the pinking shears. Hopefully it won't come undone. So I'll get a nice thin cotton in order to and stitch it into my book with an invisible stitch, I think, because I want to take away from the decorative stitching. Oop. Okay, there we go. I quite like that pretty pinky peach colour on there. Right. One thing I really love about doing slow stitching stuff is I've had a collection of doilies, and I seem to be able to get them at quite a cheap price. And you got some of your favourites, and it's good that I'm using up this project that I'm doing with Corinne, the Easter project. It's one where we're using up some of our doilies on this thing, and it looks so good. Like with I've got a range of fabric. It's actually a newer range of fabric, but vintage, new fabric, but in vintage style. It's really pretty. And then I'm using the vintage doilies to highlight stuff. And then when we've done the Journal of Stitchery, I've used beautiful doilies and stuff, like that doily that I've got here. Here's the edging, so I cut that off, and you use this edging. I've got these two little think tins here, and I've got all bits of edging, and even that other page, they got that on the top, but because I've got this on the bottom, I've now got this edge, and you use that in bits and pieces. So I like that you use up the bits and pieces that you have, which is good. And using up your stash. I've had all these pretty things for years, and now they're finally coming into play, which is nice. And I won't see this, but it needs to be held down, so I'll just continue stitching. Do a running stitch, because it's going to be enough to hold it down, and then I'll stitch my photo down. Now I'm wondering whether I cut the photo down a little bit more. Don't know. I want to be able to see that arch. Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, at least we get to see some of this nice fabric on the top there. Okay, now I have that going into the corner as far as I can go, just so I can get a little bit more of that, but then that's going to go over. I think that's probably why I went Okay, come down. Down a little bit, and I might come in. There we go. Still want to be able to see that arch. Okay, I think that should be all right. Okay, just a bit of glue on the edges to hold it down. Okay, have that coming in. Okay, now so this is going to sit there like that, and that'll be hanging over the edge there. Just wondering if I need to stitch that down. Probably just need to stitch it. Oh, use this thread. How many minutes have we got? Oh, 31 minutes already. So, going pretty fast. I'll go up a bit. It's looking cuter than I thought it was going to, which is good. So, what I might do is just do a little whip stitch just to hold it down. Don't know exactly how I'm going to stick that down. It's got this, so I'm thinking maybe I should do some craft glue and then maybe grab some of the edges. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, this stuff feels really weird. It's like rubbery stuff. So this is a nice strong thread, a vintage thread. Looking forward to doing. I've still got one with just me on my own. I think our 5th wedding anniversary we had a photo shoot, and then ones of the boys. Oh, they were so beautiful, gorgeous little bubbies. Now they're 20 and 25. Goes fast. But when you've got little children, it seems to take, the time. I remember a friend saying it, before you know it, they'll be going, they'll be off to college. The time goes really fast, but when you're going through it, you're like, yeah, right. My old philosophy: little kids, little problems; big kids, big problems. And when they're little, they take up your they take up your energy. Like, you need a lot of so it's good that you have kids when you're young, because you need the energy to keep up with young children. But when they're older, they sort of like, it's more mental mental strength that you need when they're teenagers. So thank goodness I'm past that phase. Don't have any more teenagers anymore. My son turned 20 this year, so they weren't too bad as teenagers. and we all have our moments. Okay. Yes. And remember my wedding day. We'll be 35 years married this year in December. And yeah, and say it seems like yesterday, but it does seem like a while ago. Because it was a while ago. I've been married longer than I've been single. Wasn't single very long. Okay. But I don't regret getting married early. We just did a lot of stuff together. It was good. Now, I probably should just stop stitching. And it's come out anyway. Get a bit of a lowdown on what's happening. You're seeing what they're going to look like. There's the lid. So you've got a bit of an idea of what the layout of these are going to be. That's going to be quite nice there. Do the little things, and then I'll pick a colour. That'll probably have to be shortened or tucked under. And then I've got to get some thread and re-thread the bead. That's the only thing. See, look, they make them and they put the beads in there. Just, well, you need to cut them. Not real bright. I wonder who invented that. So every time you cut one off, you've got to see, as it is, I've lost one. So I'm gonna, I think that's gonna go there so that the tulle can sit a bit more on the outside. I might have to. Is it going to sit underneath that? So look. Yeah, there we go. Well, you won't see the bead there anyway, so that'll work. So I'll put the bead on that one, and then I'll probably will have to come around with this thread and hold it down. Oh, that's cute. And then we got, don't know where they went. There's that, and there's another one somewhere. That was the leftovers from the that was on here. No, probably around somewhere. I'll stitch him down yet too. There you go. Still might not, because I think there might be enough going on. See how we go. Pearl's going to go in there, and that sort of balances that out too on this side. Okay, 39 minutes. Pull it over. Yeah, enough of you seeing me doing what I need to do, so and then that'll be stitched into the book. Oh, quite like that. Go out. There we go. Yeah, I like it. So there you go. So I thought like that, and that blends that in. White and cream do go together better than you think. I'm still not 100% convinced with that. My bridesmaids were in this purple colour, so I might have to go something a little different. Maybe just put it behind the butterfly, or maybe try and get a purple, something a little softer. Cream, don't know. We'll see how we go with that, because you can't see it. So maybe I can stitch it onto that and then cut around that. That might work. So you're only just getting a tiny little bit of it underneath. So there you go. So next time I do, you know, probably when we've got another week where I need to fill it in, I probably have already maybe sewn this together. So I thought I'd just show you. Basically going to put it down, and it'll be in the book. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye. Hope it wasn't too boring for you.